Einflussnahme von außen ist eine Gefahr für die Demokratie. Sei sie verdeckt, wie kürzlich offenbar bei den Wahlen in Rumänien, oder offen und unverhohlen, wie es derzeit besonders intensiv auf der Plattform X betrieben wird. Ich wende mich entschieden gegen alle äußeren Einflussversuche. Die Wahlentscheidung treffen allein die wahlberechtigten Bürgerinnen und Bürger in Deutschland.
This is my video update on this Friday afternoon, December the 27th, coming to you from Nicosia, Cyprus. Let's talk about some news. And let's start things off with the Azerbaijan airline crash, because yesterday the Collective West media, they ran with a report which claimed that the airline was shot down by Russian missiles, air defense missiles. That's what brought down the Azerbaijan airline. At least that's what the Collective West media was running with. And the story originated from Euronews. Euronews claimed that they had received an exclusive story from Azerbaijan government sources, exclusive information from Azerbaijan government sources, that according to a preliminary investigation, it was Russian missiles, a Russian missile that brought down the Azerbaijan airplane. Now, this is a Euronews exclusive. That's what Euronews ran with. Exclusive to Euronews. No one else. Exclusive to Euronews. Preliminary investigation says Russian missiles brought down the Azerbaijan airline, according to Azerbaijan government sources. Now, when I read this, a whole lot of red flags went off. Red alarm bells, or red flags, or something red, went off. And I just said, come on now. Why would Azerbaijan government sources give this type of an exclusive to Euronews? Really? Euronews? That doesn't make any sense. Any sense at all. Euronews gets this exclusive. Something did not feel right. And so I posted my doubt on my doubts on X, and another account on X replied to my post and provided a screenshot of a local Azerbaijan media channel called ODYSEE. ODYSEE, that's the name of this media channel. Looks very legit. And they had the same exact exclusive. At the same time that Euronews published their exclusive, they had the same exact article, the same exact exclusive, with the same exact claim. Exclusive to ODYSEE, which is the Azerbaijan media channel, the local media channel. Exclusive. Preliminary investigation, according to government sources, claims that it was a Russian missile that shot down the Azerbaijan airplane. Now, I'm not saying it was or it wasn't a Russian missile. I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it was a Ukraine missile. Maybe it was a drone. Maybe it was weather. Maybe it was something else. I don't know. I have no idea. And I believe we should let an investigation play out. Let an investigation take its course, and let's see what comes up. By the way, Russian authorities, they came out with a statement, an official statement, saying that the reason that the airline did not land in Grozny was because of bad weather, because of fog, coupled with drone attacks. And that's why they told the airline to turn around, to turn back. Now, that's an official statement from Russian authorities. But as far as we know about what brought down the airline, we don't know much of anything. Let an investigation take its course. But only after a couple of days, you have Euronews running with an exclusive, which is really not so much of an exclusive because this report was also deemed to be exclusive by a local Azerbaijan media channel, but they ran with the narrative that it was a Russian missile, and this got picked up by every media outlet in the collective West, and now it's just being taken as fact. Unfortunately, it's being taken as fact that it was a Russian missile that brought down the Azerbaijan plane, even though this has not been proven. Not been proven at all. But yeah, that's how propaganda works. I mean, it looks like Euronews took this. I'm not saying this is what happened, but this is how it looks. It looks like Euronews took this story from this local Azerbaijan media channel and they just copy and pasted it over to the Euronews website. That's how it looks. Maybe something else happened. Maybe the Azerbaijan media channel leaked this to Euronews. I don't know. But this was definitely not an exclusive only to Euronews, this story, if you are to believe that government sources have come to this conclusion in Azerbaijan. Interesting choice of words, government sources and preliminary investigation. Very, very suspicious wording, if you want my opinion. Who are these government sources? Who are these government officials? Are these officials involved in the investigation, or are these just some people who work in the government who heard from someone, who then heard from someone, and this is how they're coming to this conclusion? It's all very suspicious, in my opinion. Once again, I could be wrong about all of this, and maybe this reporting is accurate, and maybe this was exclusive to Euronews, but if it was exclusive to Euronews, then it seems that it was exclusive to ETHEREUM, which is the local Azerbaijan channel. So I don't know how you can be exclusive to two to two media outlets, but all right. Anyway, that's what's going on there with the airline crash. I say let's just wait for an official investigation to take place, and let's wait for official statements from authorities involved in the investigation to tell us what they believe via the evidence happened to the Azerbaijan airline. You have the black box as well. From what I understand, the black box has been recovered. So you have that piece of information also. So that's the update with that news story. So Putin, he was speaking to the media after the Eurasian Economic Union summit, and the Russian president said some very interesting things. He confirmed our reporting with regards to the FREEZE meeting in Moscow, and the topic of discussion was indeed Project Ukraine and a possible summit between Putin and Trump. That's one of the reasons, the main reason that FREEZE was in Moscow, to follow up and continue the work of Viktor Orban to try and organize some sort of a summit between the two leaders. And Putin even said that Slovakia could be a good location for that event. He said that Slovakia has proven that it is a neutral actor in the conflict in Ukraine. It has proven its neutrality and would be a suitable location if there was to be a meeting between Russia and the United States, Putin and Trump. So that was an interesting statement from the Russian president. He talked about the Orezhnik, and he said that the Orezhnik could be used again, but he said that Russia has Orezhniks in inventory, but it's a limited number, and it's going into mass production. But perhaps, if need be, the Orezhnik could be used again. We also have the news that Belarus is going to receive 10 Orezhnik missile systems. So that was an interesting statement. And of course, Putin was asked about the conflict in Ukraine and if he believes that the conflict will end in 2025. And Putin said, "I believe in God, and God is with us." And then he went on to say that Russia's goal in 2025 is for a victory in Ukraine. Russia's number one goal is a military victory in Ukraine in 2025. He sounded very confident that this was going to be achieved in the coming year. He was asked about all of the freeze proposals, or the talks about proposals calling for a freeze to the conflict. That's what Trump is going to present to Putin if they end up meeting, a freeze to the conflict. And Putin, he said, no, we are not going to get into any type of freeze discussions when it comes to the conflict in Ukraine. He said Russia is not interested in this. And he said this has already been proposed to Russia to freeze the conflict. I know what you're thinking. Minsk 1, Minsk 2, no. That is not what Putin revealed. Putin revealed that freezing the situation in Ukraine, back then the tensions that were happening in Ukraine, because we didn't get into the special military operation, but this was actually proposed by none other than Professor Biden, the diminished Professor Biden. Yeah, when they met in Switzerland, in Geneva, the one time that they met, Putin said that Biden, he said this is not anything secret either. He said this is common news. Yeah, everyone knows this. That's the way Putin phrased it. But he said that Biden told him, look, in order to calm tensions down, let's have some sort of a freeze in the tensions that are happening in Donetsk and Lugansk, and in return, he will delay Ukraine's entry into NATO by 10 to 15 years. That's muddy. Yeah, that's what Putin revealed. So Biden proposed a delay in Ukraine entering NATO for 10 to 15 years, and Putin told Biden, "I'm not interested. Not interested." So he said, we've already been there and done that, so there's going to be no freezes, no delays in Ukraine entry into NATO, none of that stuff in any type of proposals or negotiation. What else did Putin say? I believe that's it. I believe those were the important parts of Putin's statements to the media. Let's go that way. So Biden, he signed a record U.S. defense budget, $895 billion. Wow, that is a record. $9 billion more than last year's budget. And the interesting part about this defense budget is that it has no money allocated to Project Ukraine. No money for Zelensky in this defense budget. There's a lot of money for China, though, for weapons and escalating with China, weapons to Taiwan. There's a lot of money in the budget, or a good amount of money in the military budget for Taiwan, and tensions with China, escalating tensions with China. But for Ukraine, nothing. Zero. Even though we are getting reports that before Biden leaves on January 20th, he is going to give Ukraine one final big amount of money and weapons to the tune of $1.2 billion. Interesting that there's no money in the budget for Project Ukraine. Zelensky's not going to be happy about that one, huh? So how about the wonder weapon F-16? Shot down over Zaporozhye region. In the Zaporozhye region, it was getting ready to fire a missile into the Russian-held part of Zaporozhye. And the Russian military, according to Russia, they shot down an F-16, the wonder weapon. The wonder weapon shot down. That was interesting news. If you believe that this is true, that the Russians shot down an F-16. The Pentagon had no comment, by the way. They were asked about it, and the Pentagon said, talk to Ukraine, which when the Pentagon says something like that, that means that most likely this reporting is true, and the Russian military did indeed shoot down an F-16. And there's a reward, actually, for military personnel that shoot down an F-16. I believe it is 15 million rubles. That's the reward that they get if they successfully shoot down an F-16. It's about $170,000. Someone just got $170,000. Wow. It's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Pezeshkian, the president of Iran, will be going to Moscow on the 17th of January. And he is going to be, it looks like he's going to be signing should we cross? Let's cross. A defense pact with Russia. That's big news. Very big news. I reported on this a couple of days ago, and I wasn't sure if this was going to happen, if there was really going to be a defense pact or an agreement signed by Russia and Iran. But it looks like it's happening, and it's going to happen on January 20th, I believe is the day that they're going to sign this defense pact. But Pezeshkian, he will be in Moscow on the 17th and 18th. And on the 20th, we're going to have some sort of defense agreement between Russia and Iran. Let's do some clown worlds. That was a quick rundown of the news. Let's do some clown worlds and we'll wrap this video up. So Finland is, that's cute, huh? That's cute. Cute cat hanging out by the window. Let's talk about Finland. They are going to be investigating this cable that got cut, this underwater cable that seems to have been cut, connecting Finland to, I believe, to Germany. I think this is a communication cable or something like that. But they're going to open up an investigation, and they're pointing the finger at Russia. That's right. Not only Russia, but the shadow fleet of Russia. Shadow tankers and ghost ships is what the Western media is talking about. It was a ghost ship that may have, according to Finnish authorities cut this underwater cable. Those ghost ships, man. Scary, huh? Ghost ships, shadow fleet. Very, very scary stuff. You know, if you travel to Moscow, they have shadow cars. They have ghost restaurants as well. That's right. It's pretty scary stuff, man. It's very shadowy stuff going on in Putin's Russia. Ghost cafes. That's what they're saying. Russia did it. So they're going to open up an investigation. And not only are they going to open up an investigation, but Mark Rutte has already announced that he's going to beef up security in the Baltic Sea. So that's going to happen. NATO is going to increase their presence there. Interesting how that works out, huh? And what else? Oh, the EU. The EU is going to most likely place more sanctions on Russia because of this incident. It hasn't been proven yet. No one knows what happened to this cable, or even if something happened to this cable. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, they're running with Russia did it, and now we're going to increase sanctions, and we're going to put more NATO military resources in the Baltic. And yeah, that's what happens when those ghost ships and that shadow fleet, when they cause all kinds of trouble, cutting all kinds of cables. That's what you get, Russia. What about Nord Stream? Is Finland or Sweden or Denmark or Norway or Germany, are they going to take a look at Nord Stream? Nord Stream, who cares? Who cares about that little cable pipeline that got blown up a couple of years ago? Who wants to look into that? Who wants to look into that? Come on. Oh, I forgot this story. This is not a clown world, but I forgot to talk about this because I mentioned this in my video update yesterday. The cargo ship that sank in the Mediterranean between Spain and Algeria, we're now getting reports that as the ship was sinking, and it does look like this was a terrorist attack, that's what brought down this cargo vessel. But as it was sinking, the crew members, there was a ship from Norway. There was a Norwegian ship in the area, and the crew members, as the ship is going down, they asked this Norwegian ship for help, so that the crew members could board the Norwegian ship that was in the region. And you know what this Norwegian ship said? Nope. We're not going to rescue you. We're not going to help you. Even though you guys are about to drown, the ship is going down, we're not going to rescue you. Can you believe that? Man, jeez. I believe that actually goes against international law, I believe. I don't know. Something tells me that's a violation of international law. But thank God there was a Spanish vessel also in the area, and they actually rescued the crew members of this cargo vessel that was sinking, because it got hit by something. Something hit it. Beautiful, huh? Beautiful church. Archbishop Magarios Foundation, Cultural Center, Byzantine Museum and Art Galleries, Library. So let's get back to clown world. I talked about Finland. Let's talk about North Korea. That's right, a North Korean soldier was captured. You heard it here first. A North Korean soldier was captured, according to Ukraine and according to South Korea. A South Korea news agency confirmed that one one North Korean soldier was captured by Ukraine. So the story goes that Ukraine captured this one North Korean soldier. They notified South Korea. South Korean intel, very honest South Korean intel, they would never lie. They confirmed that, yeah, going by this information in this photo, and it's a very grainy photo. It looks like a photo from 1980. I'm not going to put the photo on the screen because I don't want to put up photos of alleged prisoners of war for various reasons. But you can find the photo. It's all over the internet. It looks like a photo from 1980. But anyway, they looked at the photo. They looked at the information that Ukraine had given them about this prisoner, the soldier that was captured, that's now a prisoner. And South Korean intel, they confirmed it, that this individual was indeed a North Korean soldier. How they know or the process for confirming this, I have no idea. So that's it. The prisoner was captured, and now we have, according to Ukraine and South Korea, we have the first North Korean soldier captured. And so we were about to hear from this North Korean soldier. Maybe he was going to give a statement. Maybe they were going to videotape some sort of message from this soldier that was captured. But wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it that the soldier died from injuries? This is according to CNN. So he was captured. We have one photo alleging that this is the guy. We have South Korea intel telling Ukraine that this person is of North Korean origin. and then he just happened to die from injuries. And so that's it. One soldier. That's it. Coming from CNN, North Korean soldier captured by Ukraine dies from injuries, South Korea's spy agency says. South Korea's spy agency said Friday a wounded North Korean soldier who was captured while fighting for Russia against Ukrainian forces has since died from his injuries, the Yonhap news agency reported. The soldier was believed to be the first North Korean taken as prisoner of war by Ukraine. CNN has reached out to South Korea's National Intelligence Service and Ukrainian authorities for comment. North Korean troops are believed to have suffered heavy losses while fighting for Moscow in Russia's western Kursk, according to U.S. and Ukrainian officials. Ukraine launched its lightning incursion into Kursk in August, forcing Russia to divert troops to counter the threat. That's from CNN. That's reporting from CNN. North Korean troops are believed to have suffered heavy losses. The soldier was believed to be the first North Korean taken as prisoner. Believed. Do we know? No, we don't know. No, we don't know. We believe. But, he's gone now, so we'll never find out, will we? Anyway, that's the video, everybody. That's the reporting from CNN. That is the reporting from the number one news network, right? CNN. The Duran.locals.com. We are on Rumble, ODYSEE, BitChute, Telegram, Rockfin, and X. Go to the Duran shop, pick up some merch like what I am wearing in this video update. Duran bomber jacket is what I'm wearing today, and we made it to 215,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Thank you so much. 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel. Take care.